Hey, what's going on, Ryan? Here with Intersection Records. I want to review the brand new album from Swedish pop arena rock band or rock metal band. Lots of genres in the new Ghost album. New album from Swedish hard rock and metal band Ghost. And this thing is pretty awesome. So awesome that unlike sometimes when I don't buy the records, I bought this record. And like it quite a bit. We're going to get into it. This thing is called Skeleta. And it's got this that overlays on the altar where you can put him up on there. Of course, Ghost is the mastermind of Tobias Forge, and also a group of nameless ghouls. It's arena rock. They call it satanic music or whatever. You know, I don't know if it's satanic. Certainly there's tones in that. It talks about, you know, going down dark paths and finding your God. And, I'm not I don't worship Satan, but I like this band. In fact, I like them so much, I'm going to go see them this summer here in St. Louis. Let's take a look a little bit closer at this album cover. I know we have some serious glare. This is their 6th album, produced by Gene Walker on the label Loma Vista. It follows their 2022 album, Impera. It's 46 minutes. We're going to go back through it track by track. The first song is called Peacefield. This is a song written by Salem Al-Fakir and Vincent Ponder, along with Tobias Forge. So Tobias writes all of the songs, but then he has contributions from other people here, like Salem Al-Fakir and Vincent Ponder. This is a great hooky opener. The one thing, I saw these guys back in 2015 when they opened up for Iron Maiden, and I remember not knowing much about them and liking the show quite a bit because it was so tangible, it was so hooky and so poppy, and reminded you of arena rock from the 80s. It was something along the lines of a Night Ranger or a Journey. Big anthemic Journey-like hooks. In fact, this Peacefield really does have a early 80s Journey feel to it. I can't think of the song right now off of Evolution album. Evolution? Or Escape, maybe. I don't know. Darn good. Tangible lyrics, gripping guitar leads. The next song, Lacrima, is also awesome. Max Grahn wrote that song. Ripping opening riff. Very gripping. Heavier than the first song. Love the pre-chorus that says, in the middle of the night, it feeds. In the middle of the night, it feeds. In the middle of the night, it eats you. Everybody knows everywhere I go, I can never run and I cannot hide from you. And we're assuming you is his God or whatever. I'll tell you what, you're singing the song the second time you heard it. Satanized is next. Maybe not quite as strong as the first two. The first two songs are great. Again, Al-Fakir and Panter write this song. Maybe not quite as good as the first two, but damn strong. Menacing and melodic at the same time. Guiding Lights is a 5-star song for me, again by Grahn. Grahn, Max, first name, on the writer, along with Tobias Forge. I love this song. More of a ballad. The road to find your God type of thing. It says this, do you know what they said, that the road to nowhere is long, and that those who seek to go there are lost? Power pop magic. It's power pop too. It's pop metal at times. It's hard rock. It's never straight up heavy metal. Sometimes it's thespian and almost like theatrical. And maybe there's a fault in that to where it can get a little bit preachy in the sense, almost like Christian rock, where Neil Moore's band, for instance, kind of does the Christianity thing, and they're preaching here sometimes a little bit too. But I like this quite a bit. Guiding Lights is one of my favorite songs on the album. The fifth song, De Profundis Borales. Again, Max Grahl wrote this with Tobias. Blast beat drums, a little heavier, a nice transition out of the ballad that came before. Hooks are early and often on this whole album. There's no wasted air. There's jamming and there's guitar solos. There's some progginess on this album too. But there's never solos just for the sake of soloing. There's never just sections of long instrumental where it doesn't lead to anything. These are concise songs. Again, 46 minutes on 10 songs. I like albums like that. A little bit over 4 minutes in each song. There's a couple longer songs, like the last one. We'll get to there. Stenograph is next. Again, a Max Grahl, Tobias songs. Tobias is not a great singer, but he's a great communicator. Yeah, his voice isn't Paul Rodgers or Robert Plant, but you can understand him, and it works. Nobody's going to say that he's one of your favorite singers, but it's good enough for this music, and it works well for me. He's articulate. Again, thespian, kind of theatrical sometimes. Mission Amon is next. This is written just by Tobias Forge. Love Rockets. Maybe not quite as strong. Marks of the Evil One. Great song by Tobias Forge. Solely written. Heavier. Again, this arena rock, this pop metal. It has you singing along almost immediately. Scorching guitar solo on the 8th song, Marks of the Evil One. Umbra is next. 5-star song, written by Tobias and Gran. It's 5.5 minutes. The third longest song at 5.5 minutes. There's some cowbell in it. More cowbell. Probably my favorite song on the album. Killer Course gets proggy with some keys. Some very John Lord, Deep Purple-esque Hammond with some Leslie on it. Tremendous instrumental section with blazing guitar over a marching riff. Probably my top track, along with Peacefield and Latch Rema, the second song. And then last song, Excelsius, a beautiful 6-minute closer. Maybe his best vocal on this album. Again, this is their 6th record from Sweden's great arena rockers, Ghost. Check it out. Don't be afraid of it. Check it out if you like good kind of upbeat music. And again, they're dealing in some topics, but I think you can take those topics a lot of different ways, and maybe that's what it's meant to do. We've all grew up in the 80s. Motley Crue and using some devil symbols and Kiss too. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily what he's really getting at. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm naive. Anyway, check out my channel. We talk about great music every day. Peace out. See ya.